Previously on the Dosyonkos podcast.
Monta was there for him, like, don't mind, bro. Like, we're gonna get this next time. Like, don't mind. And that shit really helped him out because he wouldn't have gotten through that game without Monta's help. It's so good.
I didn't even get there yet.
Sorry.
I think I'm right there. I think I'm right there.
Sorry. Shit.
Yeah.
Back like we never left with another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your boy, your co-captain, Sammy Vinsmoke, here with my fucking guy, Deion Chopper. Deion, what the fuck is up?
Bro, we chilling. Drinking some coffee.
Early as fuck on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm chilling, B. We're doing this
Early
for y'all, man.
We up early for the content. For the content grind. We're here. You already know the fucking vibes. So, you know the vibes. We're here. Another episode. Another day, another dollar. On the docket today, you know, classic weekly recap. Talking about more Eye Shield. Fucking goated. We're going to talk about, obviously, this week's One Piece. Deion's going to chat about that shit. And I've also been reading a little more Berserk. So I might say a few things about that shit because that shit is fucking wild. And then we're going to get... Yeah, it's honestly kind of upsetting when I read it. It makes me depressed. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then, yeah, for the main meat today, we're going to talk about one of the old big three. One of the three anime that really made anime popping in fucking the US. And I'm talking about fucking Bleach. And your boy never got into Bleach back in the day. I was a One Piece Naruto kid. So I never really fucked with Bleach. And Bleach is Deion's shit. So I was like, I'm going to check it out again. So we're going to chat about the first 10-ish episodes. And then, yeah, it's on the docket.
I'm just surprised that, like, you didn't like Bleach. Like we said last episode. I'm like... Yeah. So the main character is Ichigo, so we'll get into that when we describe it. But Ichigo is like your style of homie.
We're gonna talk about Ichigo. We're gonna talk about that man, bro. We're gonna talk about him because that man's fucking sick.
You know what's weird too? It's like honestly almost like Ichigo's like you as a character.
Bro, I was kind of thinking that when I was like, bro, he's making real movements that I would really make in real life. Like, he really moves how I want a person to move. Like, I'll say, before we even get into Bleach, I'll say right now, out of the first, 8 I've watched, the best thing about show is Ichigo's character. Right now, I barely care about anything else. I just want everything to deal out with Ichigo because his character is so lit. He's ripped, bro. Let's talk about it later.
I'll let you know, too. We'll talk about it, but that is all Bleach is about. So.
Good. That's all I care about is Ichigo's character.
Alrighty, so weekly recap, boss. Weekly fucking recap. Well, usually Fire Force is on this, but once again, Sam is slipping up, bro. Sam is slipping,
bro. I have no excuse. I've just been watching Eye Shield and Bleach, so I have no excuse. But I'll catch up. You know, I always catch up. Now that you told me that my boy Shinra finna whip out and then Benny shows up with Joker, I have to watch now.
Well, I'm telling you, Shinra, he spazzes.
I feel like he's gonna get what I think's gonna happen is he's gonna talk to the witch bitch, and she gave him a blessing, right? 1 second, he's about to go off with that 1 second blessing. And for a fact, he's about to fucking go off with that shit.
Spazzes, bro. It's honestly a situation where you're like. So we talk about people cheating a lot, and I'm not trying to drop it, but yo, Shinra keeps toting that line where it's like, bro, you cheating. Stop. like it almost slipped out my mouth. I was almost like, huh, you cheat? Oh, okay. You're lucky.
Bro, we'll see. That's my guy. So I'm not gonna say he's a cheater yet, because that's my guy. But we'll see. We'll see what he does with that blessing, bro. Because if that's too powerful with that 1 second blessing, I'll be like, okay, now. Okay, Shinra. Come on now.
Come on, boy. And Benny comes back. Benny Morrow.
The GOAT.
Yeah, he's like, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the next 3 episodes. Like,
oh,
Yeah, so you get a lot of Benny time, which is great.
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah. For all y'all who don't know who Benny Morrow is and you haven't got there yet, we're just gonna put this out here, disclaimer. There's no spoilers in this, but Benny Morrow is the GOAT. Like Shinra's like the plot armor GOAT, but Benny Morrow is by far 100% certified GOAT.
Yeah, I feel like Benny's the strongest in the verse. I don't want to say that because we haven't met everybody in the verse, but like I haven't seen anybody in the show yet who could stand up toe to toe with Benny going full strength. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Son, Benny Morrow's like LeBron James wearing some Jordan 5s.
Facts. Deadass. That's true.
I actually lied. Like he's wearing like Jordan 5.5s. You know, like they're not even existing. Like somehow he just has these. Like that's how strong he is. LeBron James with Rondo hands and Jordan 5.5s on. Like
Jordan 5.5s. The unreleased sneaker. Only fucking LBJ has that shit.
Savage, man. This guy is crazy. So yeah, so I'm not even gonna drop any info on Fire Force. Just watch that shit.
It's fucking good.
Go watch that shit.
Fucking good.
One Piece is. So I know me and you differ in this situation because you like when like people are like information dumps and
like, that's my thing. That's my favorite part is the fucking information.
So it's low key right now, and I just want someone to get like their ass whooped. I'm on the edge of my seat just waiting for it to come. And because you spoiled it for me a little bit, and I know it's about to pop.
But it's a long time though till you get to where it's popping where I'm at. Like y'all not even in Act 3 yet. Like you're still in Act 2.
Oh
so like
God.
I'm
about to act up. I'm about to call up.
I'm about to act up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro. So there's a lot. Like you just saw spoilers. You just saw Yasu pass away. So like Yasu, like there's a lot that happens.
Okay.
After Yasu passes, before they even get to Onigashima, where Kaido is at for the raid or the Fire Festival or whatever.
Gosh darn it!
Yeah, bro. There's still things to be done.
But all I know is, once again, it just shows the level of. You have a Batman mug?
Yeah, I do.
I have a Batman mug.
It's lit.
Sorry. Sidebar.
Quick
sidebar. So this is another moment where you get to see how gangster, like, I shouldn't even say gangster. I want, like, I don't know how to put it into words, but this is a point where you get to see how the Straw Hat crew, their ideals are the same. You know, this episode, I'm just, like I said, we spoiled One Piece, because if you're either going to get there or you're not, and by the time you hear this, and you start at 1, this is gonna be like 20 years in the future, and you'll forget that we even said this. It's real fact. So
yeah, it actually is.
You get to see the conformity or the unifying situations of the Straw Hats. Like when they went to shoot it's Orochi, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah, Orochi, yeah.
And he went to shoot Otoko.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I know Zoro's about to go in there, and then Sanji just shows up. So they both saved her, like without thinking, like they just instantly just defied the ruler, and were like, I'm saving this girl. I don't care who it is. Like,
bro.
And they looked at each other, and it wasn't even like a planned thing. They were mad that they both were standing there. Like, what are you doing here?
Bro, crazy. And the craziest part is that's the first time they've seen each other in years. Because the last time they saw each other was Dressrosa, when Sanji left with half the crew to go to Zou, and then he went to Whole Cake when they got there. So they haven't seen each other in so long, and for their first interaction together to be them not even thinking or talking but going to save Toko at the same time is fucking beautiful. And they both hate each other too. So like it just makes it more solidified that they all have the same values as a crew. There's no way anyone on the crew would have let the Shogun, even if he's a Shogun, they don't give a fuck who he is, kill this little girl. There's no way.
And that's the word I was looking for. Their values, like
Yeah,
like and I didn't know that I forgot totally that Zoro didn't see the other crew members.
yeah,
right?
they haven't
Because
seen each other
he's
in a long
been
time.
solo.
He's been solo, yeah.
How did he get there? Oh, because he went with. No, didn't he go with somebody? Didn't he go with a half of the crew or like a specific amount of the crew? Like he knows that.
Yeah, so what happened was when they were in Dressrosa, they split the crew up. So Sanji took Sanji, Chopper, Nami, and Brook to Zoe, while the rest of the crew stayed on Dressrosa to deal with Doflamingo. But then when they were going to Doflamingo, that's when Capone came and Sanji left to save the crew, and Whole Cake happened.
Okay.
And then when they're in Wano, Zoro was by himself Dolo when the crew got there. So even when they got there, they didn't see each other because he was Zoro, because Zoro was Dolo. And then, Zoro had the thing with Tonoyasu, and then they got to the capital, and then that's where everything happened. And that was the first time they saw each other.
Makes sense. Okay. That makes that situation even better. Hands
down.
Yeah,
bro.
Hands down. All right. So One Piece is it's good information. Like it's just a very solid show. Like it gets better. It gains points. Like One Piece is at like a 9.5 right now for me. Like,
bro, for me, that's just at a clean like 9.9. I can't give it a 10 because it's obviously not perfect, but it's as close to a perfect manga in my opinion that you can fucking get.
Well, the manga's probably perfect. The
animation, even the manga, I don't think is perfect because I feel like even there's some like this manga's been running for over like 20 years.
Yeah,
you're gonna drop the ball at some point. Like there's definitely times the oldest drop the ball for sure.
Yeah,
but like
it just still keeps rolling though. Sometimes when you drop the ball, as long as it keeps rolling, you're good.
Exactly.
Right?
Facts. Yeah, that's just good.
Right.
They also explained what happened with the smile fruit in that episode, right? Like the real deal with that shit.
They explained real dealy.
That shit
was
is
depressing.
Sad.
Extra sad.
That shit is depressing. That's fuck.
It's soda pressing.
Yeah, son. So fucking watch One Piece, bro.
Please watch One Piece. Please do such. It's real.
Yeah.
And last on the recap for me, Shield, bro.
Oh!
I was getting a little salt for a minute, and I'm glad they cleared it up because I was feeling some like straight racist shit for a second. I was feeling that, you know what I mean?
With Panther and the teacher, right? And the coach.
With Panther and the coach. Sure. I was like, you so racist. And then they they saved themselves and they dropped that he like didn't listen to him and like they gave a whole backstory. But then it still kind of felt racist to me.
It was a little racist. Yeah. But then it all clears up. Like everything has a happy ending in the end.
Yeah.
Of the episode because I feel like he was doing some racist shit, but it was like subconscious. Yeah. Like he wasn't actively sitting Panther because he was black. Mm-hmm. It's just that he subconsciously got beat by a black person when he was a pro. So he was like, what the fuck? And then he just didn't want to play Panther. But when he realized that, he's like, what the fuck am I doing? Right. So like, I don't think Apollo is necessarily racist. Maybe like 30%, maybe. But it's all subconscious.
Maybe a clean 30.
Yeah, a clean 25-30%.
They tried to cover it up by he's just a natural runner. Like I hate him because he took my position. I'm like, you kind of like you're really kind of not putting it there. You could have made that guy like maybe like a white guy, and then I would have understood that. But like he's black and Panther's black, so and they're like telling me that they're both natural runners.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you trying to say here? Like, what are you trying?
They're saying that black people are just naturally more gifted. That's what they're saying, that's kind of what they're saying about Panther in general. Yeah. Because they always say that like Panther is just naturally gifted with his physical abilities. Yeah. So like that's what they're saying.
Bro, I really like Panther though. How he came to Japan just to fight the Eye Shield boy. And you got to see the two different styles of speed.
It's so sick.
Dude, Panther, honestly, that put some warmth in my heart. To see Panther just bodying. He got to live his dream. And then you find out like that he just wanted to be like the coach.
Yeah, bro. That shit, when I first saw that shit hit me. I'm like, fuck. When Homer says that, he's like, he wants to be like his favorite like hometown hero, and it's Apollo. I'm getting goosies even thinking about it right now.
I was so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, Eye Shield has been just like really good, feel good anime. it's a nice switch for me. Like I'm really appreciative of that, you know.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, sports anime is a nice switch up to all the fucking world-ending beams and fights that we normally watch in anime.
It's like, all right, yo, you're gonna die, Hinata. I'm sorry, I can't save you. Like Aishio's just like, hey, I can't beat him. I'm like, I feel that.
Trying to score the touchdown, bro. I'm not trying to kill anybody.
Yeah, I'm not trying to murder somebody. So yeah, Aishio's just getting better. Like, I haven't been. Once again, I don't know what we rated it last time. I think I gave it a bad grade because of the animation, right?
I think you gave it like an 8.
I did like an 8.5.
I think I gave it an 8.59. You gave it an 8 because of the animation, which is totally fine because it's an older fucking show.
All right, I think I still got to. I want to give it like if we're giving things like real objective ratings based upon the whole thing, like if it was just based on the storyline plot, it's a 10. Like that's solid. Like I'm loving it every single episode, but everything, old animation is like if you would ask me like 5 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, that shit's banging. But then you see like My Hero and Attack on Titan, you're like,
and then fucking like Fire Force, and you're like, oh,
you're like, like.
Yeah, it's fair. So that's fair for sure.
That's how I felt with Bleach.
Yeah, I could see that with Bleach for sure.
Yeah, I know that the animation gets better.
Yeah,
like a lot better. But
yeah, because when they start making big money, I'm sure they start making like crazy animation when it got huge. Yeah.
Bro, it gets juicy, like deep. I'm still like simping over Aizen. Like, not gonna lie, because we talk about this how I love villains so much more than I like heroes.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, heroes get like the OP shit, but some villains like Enro get like some real OP stuff, and that's kind of why I like them.
Yeah, I feel
and I'm just like a villain at heart. I feel, like, I'd be the dude who's like, "Why'd you destroy a city, man? They didn't have the subs I liked."
I'm
sorry.
You destroyed the building? Yeah. What do you mean? Of course I did.
They're like, what? And it's like, I'll buy him another one. Like, well, that doesn't help. Like, that doesn't help. Like, it doesn't help the situation.
I'll buy him a new one.
Oh, all right. So, what about you? What's on the recap with your stuff, boss?
The recap for me, I mean, I've obviously been watching Eye Shield. I'm a little past where Deion's at because I'm at a part where they're doing some special training camp in America where they're at right now. So I'm in that part. And yeah, I'm just fucking watching this shit, waiting for the fall tournament because that's when everything fucking pops off. So like I'm just waiting for the fall tournament. So I'm just making my way through this shit. But it's so lit. Like when you get to the training camp, it's fucking wild. Like the training they have to go through is really like we was talking about this watching Yu Hakusho last night. Like anime training is absurd. No. But like the shit they do in Eye Shield is actually absurd. For like a grounded like anime, it's fucking insane.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so that shit's tight.
Because I told you about that, right? Like how as a trainer I always loved anime because like it and the fundamentals of what they're doing is still real, but it's just exaggerated.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
Like, not everyone's gonna be able to do 1 million push-ups like Rock Lee or run 10 miles a day like Saitama, but what they do is they're just like you keep doing stuff consistently and try to better your reps or your sets or improve on something every day or every week, and then eventually you'll become the number one ninja.
Yeah, son. So that shit's crazy. Other than that, I've been reading a lot of Berserk. In my free time at fucking my job, I've been reading a hell ton of Berserk. It's so good, but it just makes me sad. Like it's things are bad in that fucking in that manga. Like in the story, things are just bad. Like nothing good ever happens.
Yo, Guts is always going through it, bro.
And I'm like, I'm devastated, bro. So like I got to the part, like I still haven't even gotten to chapter 1. Like what I'm reading right now, it's like they're all chapter 0, but they get like they're rated, they're categorized by like letters.
Yeah.
So like I'm on like chapter J or something like that. and I'm not even at chapter 1. I guess it's just the beginning, like prologue or whatever. And I got to a part where they show Guts as a kid in this militia, like army mercenary, and it makes me so sad. The things that he goes through as a child it's devastating, and his backstory is fucking devastating.
Yo,
I don't know if I want to spoil it, but it just makes me so sad.
Yo, honestly, I'm gonna watch some Berserk.
Man,
I think I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched the animes. I don't know what the anime like the story tells, but like the triple chapters they show of him as a kid, it's brutal.
I messed up and I watched the movie. So
it'd be like that, bro. So yeah, that shit's really good. It's like the first seinen I've read. So like I'm just not used to things being so bad because I'm always reading shonen and shit like that. And even the seinens I've read, they're not like Berserk.
Yeah, no. Berserk's a different. I think it's
just
like a more real feel because it's like about like a legit medieval. Like that's probably how medieval lifestyles were, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it definitely was like the shit that happens to Guts. Like we know that for a fact that those things happened in like these old military armies and shit like that. Those things happen for sure. So it's just fucking sad as shit to really see this character fucking go through it as an 8-year-old kid. I'm like, my God.
R.I.P. Let's just take a moment of silence for Guts' character.
Facts.
That's too much.
So yeah, that shit's really good. I'm gonna keep watching that. Keep reading that shit. It's really fucking good.
Might have to get into that at some point. Just like check it out. And just, I don't know. There's so many things popping. Because did you see that thing I shared on our? This is a good time to drop our socials. So you can follow us at you can follow Dosyonkos on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all of your content needs, wants, updates. We post on there regularly. If you have any business inquiries, you can get a hold of us at dosyonkos@gmail.com. So that being said, did you see the thing I shared with the animes coming out in 2021?
Oh, the shit on Facebook, right?
Yes, sir.
I might have seen some of them, but I don't remember all the ones. I know that I saw Rising of the Shield Hero season 2. I'm looking forward to that shit. I'm looking forward to obviously Attack on Titan season 4.
Next month. Attack on Titan season 4 airs
soon,
next month,
bro. It was like October 4th, something like that's mad soon.
Bleach airs next month.
Oh, the Thousand Year Blood War, whatever it's called.
I think so. It's like a lot of things are dropping in October.
Damn.
They're supposed to drop in September, but like all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
My Hero's dropping soon. Like all these things are just dropping like real quick. So
I gotta actually finish the last season of My Hero because I stopped watching after they did my character dirty.
Who's your character?
Mirio, of course.
Yo, they
after they violated him and didn't even animate his fight, I just stopped watching the show.
Wait, what do you mean?
They didn't animate his fight. So like if you watch the fight against Overhaul, they animate like half of it and then like 3/4 of it is like just still images. It's just pictures.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking trash. So I stopped watching
sucks. Yeah, you're right, yo. He had the good hands too, man. Bro, honestly, Mirio was important.
They did. Yo, you don't want to see my fucking guy. I'm gonna show Dion right now. My fucking guy. The fucking GOAT, bro. My man fucking Mirio. They did him dirty.
They did.
They did him dirty.
I will 100% co-sign on what Sam is saying. They did that boy hella dirty.
Yeah. And my best friend Michelle was watching that shit, and she watched that shit last night, and we were talking about it because she knows how I feel about them doing Mirio dirty. And then she was like, it's still impactful. I'm like, yeah, the impact isn't gone, but like they didn't give him what he deserved. Like this man in the manga, if you don't know, spoilers for fucking My Hero, but this man Mirio gets his quirk taken away by Overhaul, and then while his quirk's taken away, he fights Overhaul quirkless for 15 minutes. But then in the anime, they don't animate that shit.
15
are you
minutes.
kidding? This man fought quirkless against Overhaul, a guy who has a quirk. If he touches you, he can explode your body. He fights him quirkless for 15 minutes. Fucking goated. I'll say right now, Deku could never.
It's so sad because if he didn't have that bullet, If he didn't have that shit, honestly, Mirio was like the hard counter to Overhaul. Hardest counter.
The only way to even got Mirio, way to even got it to happen, take his quirk away, is they shot the little girl and he saved the little girl. That's the only way, because they knew Mirio is so goated that he wouldn't let the girl get shot. Fucking goat. I'm gonna say it again. Deku could never.
But who would win in a fight though? Obito or Mirio? Oh. Ooh.
I don't know, man. That's tough, dude, because Kamui is wilder, is really wilder than Mirio's permeation or whatever.
Yeah.
Because Kamui can put you in a whole other dimension, whereas permeation can then make him slip through shit. So I don't know, man. That's a good matchup, though. That's a good matchup. Those are some good hands.
Those would be some real good hands.
Facts.
It would probably just end though when the boy like looks Mirio in the eyes. It's like Genjutsu. He's just like
Naruto. They got too much shit, bro. Like Kamui, like Sharingan, Genjutsu. Like he's not getting out of that.
Living through that shit's too hard. Like it's gonna be real difficult.
Big facts.
All right. Well, now that we went through our little like weekly recap, Bleach.
Yeah, son.
Bleach is a bomb. One of the big three, like Sam said.
One of the old big three, bro.
Oh, this is the OG.
There's no big three anymore. People like to say that there's a big three now, but I don't think that's irrelevant. Yeah. Because like there was only a big three back in the day because anime wasn't popular. Yeah. And those were the only things that people watched was One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. But now there's so many anime that they can't be a big three, bro. It makes no sense.
There could though, depending on sales. Then you could like say that's a big three. Now we can use statistics, right?
Okay, so I guess One Piece is still in the big three then because it's still the top selling manga in fucking Japan. So One Piece is still king.
Monkey King.
Monkey King Empire. Shout out fucking Dr. Stone. Oh, that's coming out soon too, right? Season 2? Yep, Stone Wars? Oh, come on.
Big stuff. All right. So back to what we got. We just rolling. Bleach. The main character of Bleach is Ichigo Kurosaki, and that's the person who you follow throughout the story. It's about a young boy. He's in middle school, by the way. Maybe no, he's in high school. He's
a freshman, I think.
He's a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
So he's a freshman in high school. He has what they call spirit energy. He is very powerful and fluent in that. So he can see spirits, and that leads him into the path of this, what they call a soul reaper. So he meets a woman named Rukia, and she sees some skill in him, some talent, and they have to fight things called hollows. And in the first episode, a hollow attacks a spirit. Ichigo sees the hollow, and then boom, he needs to help Rukia. Bang, they become a soul reaper. This is also a shonen, so I forgot where it's based. I think it's based out of Japan. It's in Japan. In Japan. Overall, what you're doing is you're following the story of Ichigo becoming a soul reaper, and it is bomb. It's just straight fire. I want to open up this discussion because, like I was saying earlier, to me, Ichigo reminded me of you. Because Ichigo has two sisters, super protective, like not like he doesn't keep to himself, but he's popular, yet he has his own agenda and he does his own thing. And I was like, yo, this is like legit Sam. This is straight up Sam.
Bro, that's so funny. But I definitely see it. When I watched the first episode, I'm like, oh yeah, I could see why Deion said I would like this character, because this character is literally me. Literally me. Like every move this man Ichigo makes, I'm like, that's the right move. That's the thing you should be doing. And I fucking agree wholeheartedly because I do the same thing.
Right? God, man. I was like, I can't believe you didn't see this. So, before we get into anything, spoilers. We're spoiling the first 10 episodes-ish. Sam's got to what? Like, you got to episode 7?
I watched 7, so I'm up to 8.
You're up to 8? Okay, so... so yeah. There's a big talking point in episode 9 and 10.
Yeah, the last thing I saw is that they were sending somebody to capture Rukia. We saw our first time we saw another Soul Reaper.
Yeah, okay. So then you don't even get to see what's coming next. Like,
nah, but I know they're gonna chase Rukia down for some shit.
no, this is big different.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Big difference. So I'm not even gonna spoil that for you. So I'll just say 1 through 8.
Yeah, 1 through 8. All right, valid.
All right. So episode 1, it gets to the business. Like, it's just quick, and that's what I like about it. Like you find out Ichigo's just like this badass high school kid who is so caring about other people and other things, and he just wants to protect. And Ichigo's seeing like spirits, and he's annoyed by it. He's like, oh my god, I gotta listen to these guys again. And he's like with his family. He has 2 sisters, and he lives with his dad. His dad runs a like health clinic. It's not like a hospital, but it's just like a quick health clinic to save people.
It's not like a full hospital, but like they have like hospital shit. Like they got like hospital beds and like the little clinic or whatever. Yeah. So
obviously that makes it hard for Ichigo, because then he sees like spirits and stuff of people like passed in their clinic. And it's like a tough. Did they spoil that his mom died in the first one? Yeah, they're right.
Nah, not in the first episode, but I know his mom passed because that's what I saw last night. Is that he asked to take the day off because, and then everyone knew he was feeling weird and he was gonna skip at school because the anniversary of his mom passing, or maybe she got killed. Yeah.
No, but I think they speak about that. They speak on that in like episodes 1 or 2, like that his mom passed away, because like they talk about how the youngest sister Karen, I think Karen.
Yeah, Karen.
Does all the housework for the mom, like for the family. Yeah. They like picked up their roles and how.
Yeah, I remember that. They do say that. Yeah, they do say that.
So like, Ichigo's mom passed away, and it's just like really tough on their like family, like oddly enough. So it like kind of hardened his character.
Yeah, for sure.
But the first, and then he meets Rukia, and they keep like asking like how he can see him.
Yeah.
And like, how are you able to see me? Like, how are you able to see me? And they're like, because you need to have high spirit energy to like be able to see a soul reaper.
Yeah.
And Rukia is a soul reaper, just to let everyone know. So it's like wild that he's like seeing. He's like, what do you mean? I can see you. Like, so Ichigo's like seeing hollows and stuff, and hollows are the souls of people who pretty much got their souls devoured by either another hollow or were like evil people.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little bit of background on that. But he was going off, bro. And I have a thing to say about episode 1 too. How come every fucking main character has a gigantic ass sword?
I know, bro. That shit is huge. Like, you see Rukia's sword, and then when he gets the sword powers, his sword's like 3 times the size. I'm like, how?
His sword's so big he has to put it on his back. And then that makes me think, like, honestly, so that's the other thing. How does he pull it out? Because like his arm can only extend so far. like that's
I don't know, bro. I don't know I don't know how they be doing that shit. Like, I'm not sure. The sheath has to be some kind of like breakaway sheath where it doesn't have to come fully out this way. They just pull it out from the back and then just lift the shit up or something. It has to be some kind of weird sheath.
I don't know, because it doesn't make any sense, man.
Shit, man. That shit's fucking good. But the pilot episode is really, really good. Like, I was actually kind of, I wouldn't say I was shocked because I knew that Bleach was good. But the pilot, I was like, wow, it's a really, really good pilot. Like, I don't want to say I was surprised. I was just caught off guard about how good the pilot was. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
The first episode's fucking good.
Do you know what I was caught off guard by too? The fact that I forgot that Bleach actually was like one of the first animes to open up with like rap.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fucking the opening though.
What? I love the opening because it's rap. It's Japanese rap.
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that shit.
What?
I don't like it. I don't like it. That's what I'll say. Man. And then my other homeboy said he likes the intro. I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. The first opening, it don't do it for me. And like, it's not to say that because there's other animes that have rap openings, but like, I don't know. This one, I can't.
Oh man,
I can't with that shit. I'm sorry. That one is not.
You're not on the thing.
For me. I gotta wait for opening 2, bro.
This is the same.
Oh god,
it's the same throughout the whole thing.
You're killing me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know when it changes. I know it changes like Like probably like 20 episodes in, I think is when it switches.
Damn it.
I'm so sad. I always liked because I wanted to get away from just the female singer.
Yeah.
and they throw that in at the end. Like
I feel you. I don't know,
in
man.
English. It's in half English, half.
Yeah.
That's cool. Dang.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like I said, if I was just picking this up and not watching it because I knew it was good, the fucking opening might have turned me off, bro. Like really? I might have after the first episode. I don't think I've watched the opening since the first episode. But like the pilot was so good that I probably couldn't drop the show because of the opening. Yeah. But like the opening, I was like, oh god.
Oh no.
And then after hearing like Eye Shield opening, Fire Force opening, like Dr. Stone opening, these openings are all so good for the first opening that I'm like, I needed something saucier, bro. I needed something better.
Feel you, man.
I needed something a little sauce, bro.
I feel you. And I can't even be mad because like I think it's like I gotta chalk it up to this joint came out and when did this joint come out? Let me see. I got this
2007, 2006, maybe?
No, way
earlier than that?
99? No, 2006.
Yeah.
So like, just one of those things. Like, in the early 2000s, like that was probably popping.
Yeah, my homeboy said he's like, I have to listen to it again because like to me, like I saw it when I was like 11, so like it's a nostalgic factor for him. So I was like, yeah, but I have nothing to that. So like me, I was like, it's not great. Not to say like there's definitely worse openings. Like it's not horrible. It's just not for me. Like I'm not a fan of it personally.
I feel you, man. I could give that to you. I can give that to you because it's either you like it. Most openings are like that though.
Yeah,
there's very few that are just popping.
Yeah,
like except for One Piece. One Piece is popping because they have a dope theme. Like
yeah, but even some of the One Piece openings are hit or miss though, because there's like 50 openings or whatever.
Yeah, they do change openings stupid quick.
They change opening like every half season. So like,
so I'll give it all right. Opening music, I would have gave it like an 8.
I think I give it like a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I give that to you
for the opening. Yeah,
I only gave it an 8 because I like the dual opening closing scenario with 2 different feels. You get like a upbeat vibe for the first one, then you get like a sad, somber exit on the way out. So
I feel that shit. Yeah.
All right, maybe I gave it too high. All right, 7.5. 7. I'll give it a 7. Okay, you talking me too. So. Then I like how they don't have numbers for like they don't have titles. Like I tried to find.
Yeah, bro. I thought that was just a Crunchyroll thing, but is that not a thing? They don't have titles for that.
I don't think no titles. I mean, they do. Like I don't think they do. I don't think they have titles.
I didn't see any titles on Crunchyroll. I didn't see any titles.
I've seen 0 titles, but no, they do. Yep, episode 1, the day I became a Shinigami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shinigami's work. Oh, is this the right thing? I guess so. Yeah. The older brother's wish, the younger sister's wish, the cursed parakeet.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Invisible enemy. Fight to that's Ichigo versus Ichigo.
About these title names. Like, it makes sense.
All right. June said, okay. The unbeatable and okay, all right, yep. Yo, so talking about some wild stuff, dude. I love that Ichigo didn't want to be a Soul Reaper, but then he couldn't let the kid die.
Yeah, that was big. It's not that he didn't want to be a Soul Reaper. He's like, why am I don't want to save random people. He's like, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. Yeah. But then like when put with the thing in front of him, he's like, there's no way he could let this kid fucking die.
Right?
So good. Fucking Ichigo is so sick. He's so fucking tight, man.
He's so serious. So let me hear your side from it, man. Like, bro, how did you feel? Because like when we were talking earlier, like I already was on the Bleach thing. I've watched all episodes of Bleach, all 300x episodes, and I'm probably gonna watch it again because it only gets better. Yeah, it's like a fine wine. It only ages well with time.
Bro, I fucking feel you, man. I don't know. Ichigo, just from the jump, he's so sick. Like just from the first episode where like you see like him just taking care of his sisters and shit, and like And then just seeing him get pissed at this Hollow for attacking his sister and him having no powers and just seeing the fucking willpower, bro. So like when fucking Rukia puts him in that chain prison or whatever,
yeah,
and he just breaks out, I'm like,
yeah.
And just from the force of wanting to save his family, bro.
Yeah, that was some straight up Black Air Force One activity right there.
Oh my god, he's so sick. He's so fucking sick. And like just I don't even know what to even say about his fucking character. He's just fucking goated, bro. Like honestly, like every interaction he has with everybody, like they know what the deal is. Like he's straight to the point and he's rugged as fuck. But at the same time of him being rugged, he'll do anything to protect not even his family. People he fucks with. His class, his whole class. He doesn't even really like his whole class, but he'll work to save his whole class. Not even just Tatsuki, whatever her name is, Orihime, Chad, like his friends, but even the ones that he don't even fuck with. He'll put his life on the line to save niggas. And I'm about that shit. I fucking love it.
Yo, it's so true, man. It's like that's just how he is. He's
and seeing his fucking and seeing his like what's the word? I guess determination to like deal with this shit without just figuring this shit out. Like he knew he had powers to see ghosts and shit. Finding out he could become a Shinigami, and then not only to become a Shinigami, you have to stab yourself with a fucking sword. Yeah. So my man, without hesitation, takes a sword, seppuku, hit it, kills himself, fucking becomes Shinigami, bro, without hesitation. Fucking go.
And they said that your Senpaku is based off of your soul's energy.
Yeah, and it's just massive.
Yeah, Ichigo has a gigantic sword, so you know his soul energy is some dumb crazy.
Crazy, bro.
And he's one of like the only characters that has a different color hair, like a main character, right?
Yeah,
like orange hair.
Yeah, I've never seen. Normally they have like black or like blonde. Or like blonde. Yeah,
that would be like seeing if like Pain was the main character of a. That's so real.
Yeah, man. So like his character, everything I like about the show so far revolves around Ichigo's character and how he deals with certain things.
Yeah,
like that's just him dealing with the parakeet and like dealing with his sisters, and then now seeing the shit with his mom and figuring out like the anniversary. That like I'm just interested in what his deal is.
Yeah, like the Bleach series, like the first probably like let me see where the first like 15 episodes. There's fights, but there's no like it's always just like Ichigo. It's a very well built series. Like it's Ichigo learning how to be a Soul Reaper. You know, he's not time skipping. That's actually what I liked about this. And for all y'all who we know, we coined this term. Ichigo did not time skip at all. Ichigo gets his ass whooped multiple times, and he'd be taking L's and barely squeaking it out.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes it's on some luck shit, but it's never like in the middle of a fight he like gains lightning powers and then like, destroys the earth. You know, we don't revert back to Uno or
yeah.
Revert back to that boy.
Cheater.
Man learned just be learning tactics every 3 seconds. Like, nah, he's not cheating like that. So he didn't time skip, and he's always just working hard. Like,
yeah, dude.
Oh God, man, it's crazy. So you got to meet the shop owner.
Yeah, right? I did meet him, but we haven't learned much about him. I'll say what right now. I know the shop owner has something something going on with him, but also I don't know why I think this, but I feel like the dad is hiding something. Ichigo's dad, I don't know what it is, bro. He's fucking hiding something.
Why? He's so happy.
I don't know, man. Not that he's happy. It's just that the way he be interacting with Ichigo, I feel like he's hiding something. I don't know what it is. Obviously, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but he's not telling the whole story.
Yo,
something else is going on with this guy. I promise you that. I'll put on record right fucking now.
Big brain.
Something is going on with this guy.
Over here.
I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know.
It's real rap, man. It's real rap. Like, yo, it's crazy. You got a big brain, boss. Like,
Am I on to something? Am I legit on to something?
I don't know.
Shit!
Big brain Sam out here in these streets.
Galaxy
That's all I gotta say.
Galaxy brain, bro.
Oh God. So, like, also we were talking about Chad too. Did we talk about Chad yet?
Nah, we didn't talk about Chad. You talk about Orihime first though, because Orihime episode comes first, I think.
That comes first where she meets. That's where her brother
is a hollow. Yeah,
is a hollow. And this is when Ichigo doesn't break the mat, like doesn't kill them fully. He sees that it's a person and fucks up his head.
I'll say this about that scene. The music in that scene took me out of it, bro. The choice for the music for that scene was not good. Like, really? That shit. I don't know. The music, in my opinion, it just didn't fit the scene because it's like it's a big scene for Ichigo's character because up until this point, he thinks Howls are just monsters. So he has no problem killing a monster. But then when the idea gets put in his head or gets revealed to him that Hollows are not just monsters, they were actually people and they're actually legit souls at one point, it fucks him up, obviously. Yeah. But then the music doesn't fit. So it just took me out the scene. I'm like, man, like this music just does not fit, bro. I'm like, fuck.
I thought
and it's supposed to be, it's a really big scene for his character. But the music in that, I don't know.
I thought I got to go back and give that a second listen. I thought it, at first glance, I thought it was I was like, oh man, like I feel like sad, man.
Yeah. But maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you just don't like the soundtrack.
That scene in particular. Maybe because I do think the actual OST is hit or miss because there actually is some really good tracks that happen. Yeah. But there's also some tracks where I'm like, I don't know.
I think
so I might be not a fan of the OST, but I hear the music just gets better. So I want to see. I'm only 7 episodes in, so like I just want to hear like the rest of the music.
It doesn't change until like later though.
Yeah, but that scene in particular is where I one thing I could remember where I thought the music didn't fit the scene.
I'm sorry. I think this is the problem that you're having. Is that like this? We have become accustomed to like today's era of anime, and like we hear Attack on Titan, like that scene when he was fighting Reiner.
Oh,
and that, yeah. Oh, like, and we're just like used to it now. I think it
probably is true. Yeah.
You know, like I said, maybe in 2006,
I've been spoiled by good music. Yeah, I've been spoiled by fucking. I don't know, bro, because like Eye Shield, every track in Eye Shield is fucking good. Every single track, Hirima theme. Eye Shield 21 theme, Shin theme, like. Okay. So I don't know, man.
So we just have to be objective and give it what it is.
Yeah. That's well, like I said, I don't think the OST is necessarily bad. It's just that some of them are hit or miss, and in that one scene in particular, I don't think the choice of the music was right. So maybe that track can fit a different scene. You know what I mean? But with the scene, not that scene, I don't think it fit.
I'll give you that one. I'll definitely because like, I thought it was good, but I can't remember it fully. Where I'm thinking like, that like didn't fit well.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was okay, but maybe I'm gonna go rewatch that scene and then I'll put it in the show notes. Like,
hey. Yeah, for sure.
But I just wanted to talk about the parakeet episode with Chad.
Yeah.
Because that just shows that Chad's just such a strong gangster, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's wild, the shit they show with Chad, bro. The fact that he never fights back is wild.
The fact he's 15 and he's a steel beam hit his body.
And he was just like, I'm okay. I'm like, what? What do you fucking mean, bro?
Dude's like, yo, I got in a collision with a motorcyclist. He got severely injured. So I carried his ass to the hospital. A motorcycle hit him. And the rider got hurt, and he carried him to the hospital.
God, that shit is so funny, bro.
Goat, man.
Bro, that Chad's the perfect name for him. That's the Chad move, bro. Those are all Chad things to do. Like, I got hit by a steel beam. I'm okay. I got hit by a motorcycle, and the rider got hurt, and I carried his ass to the hospital. That's such a Chad move, bro.
A durable human being, man.
Big facts.
And he slept a hollow, not even knowing.
He was throwing the good hands with the hollow, bro. Couldn't even see the nigga. Couldn't even see him. Still throwing the good hands.
I don't know yet. I don't know if Chad's cheating.
I don't know, bro.
The telephone
yeah, I was gonna say he did rip a whole telephone pole out of the ground, just like no problem. He just said,
15, brute strength. So like, I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't know either. He might have some spirit energy going on with him too, bro.
Right?
He might have some shit.
But that was the saddest. I think the parakeet episode is the saddest episode I've ever watched.
Yeah, that shit's
got dark.
That shit's brutal, bro. Yeah.
And that's when you find out, like, too, the first time that there's like another realm.
Yeah, you see that big ass door open. That shit was wild.
So now, right? So to give you a background story, when you relieve a soul or you pass it on, you send them to the Soul Society, and not all souls. So you're cleansing the soul of what it did after they died. So like some hollows who are like eating and devouring souls, they don't want to do that. They were just turned into that and they can't stop it. So when you kill the hollow, you cleanse the soul and you send it to the Soul Society. But if the hollow had sins before, you can't cleanse the soul of sins done before they turned into a hollow.
Yeah, so prior to their death. Like you can't cleanse them. Like if they were like, it's like the guy in the parakeet, he was a serial killer in real life. Yeah. So obviously you can't cleanse this guy because his soul was tainted from the beginning.
Exactly. Ichigo cleansed his soul, aka killed this guy who was just like a piece of shit. He went to the gates of like the nether realm opened up.
That shit was crazy.
It was wild. I want to know what the hell's in there, bro.
Yeah. Do they ever go in there?
I don't think so.
Damn, honestly, I would love to see how that shit looks.
Because that big ass hand came out and jabbed him.
That shit.
So something crazy.
How big is that fucking skeleton, bro? If that giant ass door and just you saw the hand with the giant ass sword just poke his
right? Must be wild in there, man.
Facts.
Must be straight crazy in that spot. So yeah, that was a wild episode, and I just like that. I like the changes. Like they go from goof. Like there's good comedy in there too. Like
for
drawings.
Sure. Yeah. Oh my god, that shit is fucking weak.
He had the flip book. He goes,
that shit is weak. He's like, that shit took all the tension away, bro.
Yeah. They do a good job at that, like changing, like increasing and changing the tension level to like give you a feeling of So I don't know. This is wild. This is good. But yeah, so we were talking about the fedora captain, right?
Yeah. The guy in the striped shirt. I know something's up with this man, bro, but I don't know what yet. I obviously know something is up because when Rukia first gets to his shop, he tells her, he's like, yo, you can't keep hiding. Like he knows what the fuck she is. So I don't know what his deal is. And he also cleansed the mod soul, like he made it back into a pill. Yeah. So like I'm like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, is he part of the Soul Society? Like, is he an old Reaper? Like, what's his deal?
All you gotta know is this for anybody who is new to anime. If somebody's rocking a fedora, they are S tier motherfuckers. Like for real talk. Think of anybody rocking a fedora. Badass dude. Rob Lucci.
Yeah, right. That's true. Fedora niggas are badass motherfuckers. I'm not gonna hold you.
Straight facts.
Badass motherfuckers.
Anybody you see rock a fedora, if you see a fedora, you know that dude is about everything. You know he's stronger than you. This is just anime though. Like, you know, like
anime logic, bro.
Yeah, in real life, if you see someone with a fedora on, like they might not be stronger than you. But like in anime,
facts. In real life, probably not. But in anime though, it's probably for sure.
Like I always just use the example Rob Lucci. Like, come on, dude had a fedora and a bird.
Yeah,
and the bird had a fedora.
Facts. The bird had a whole suit, bro. The bird had a 3-piece suit on, bro. Fucking pigeon.
Let's talk about drip, yo. If your drip ain't as good as Rob Lucci's pigeon, you ain't shit. This dude's.
That's crazy, bro. That's a next level drip, bro. Not only are you dripping with the 3-piece suit, your fucking pigeon got a 3-piece suit also. That's next level drip.
I want to get that. I want that as like my next emo, man. Just the Rob Lucci drip pigeon, like.
Oh, that shit's so funny.
That should be your badge, man. Those should be your badges. You should just get different hats. No, you should just get different hats.
Oh, that's
and then
pretty good, actually.
When you get to like 9 months, you get the straw hat.
I actually have a good fucking idea. Now that you said that, I have a good fucking idea for that shit. You can use like the hats from One Piece. So 1 month is the Ace hat. 3 months is the Sabo hat.
Yeah.
And then you can put like the straw hat.
So like you're
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I might take that shit.
Bad hats. You could have the chopper hat.
Oh yeah, that's true. The straw hat has to be 1 year, obviously. Straw hat has to be 1 year.
Yeah.
So we'll put chopper hat for 1 month, then Ace hat for 3, Sabo hat for 6, and then straw hat for 1. Oh, I'm doing that shit. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm coining that shit right now.
Big brains over here. Big
Galaxy brain shit.
Galaxy brain D over here. And that's gonna look sweet because those are easy, you know.
Yeah, that's tight actually. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing today. I know what I'm doing today.
Got you, fam.
Appreciate that shit.
So let's break this down. Like we that was up to episode 8, so I don't think we need to spoil it anymore.
Nah, because I'm gonna keep watching.
Yep. All we know is that it's good fights. I'll give my rundown of the thing. So I think that the soundtrack, I liked it, but I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. I think the story plot, easy 10, straight up 10. And I'm trying to be like unbiased because I would give this a 9.
Yeah.
Because I've seen like everything else.
Yeah.
But to start it off, season 1, first 8 episodes, I'm giving soundtrack a 7.5, animation, give it a 7.5, and plot a 10. So I'm going to round it to an 8. I'll give it an easy 8.
That's fair. I can get down with that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, first off, characters 10. Every fucking character is fucking sick. Even though I don't really like Rukia that much because we haven't really learned that much about her. So I haven't really formed an opinion right now. Like right now, she's just like Ichigo's boss. So like I don't really care. Like I'm not saying I don't really care about her. It's just that she's not like in my top characters right now. But Ichigo, obviously, a 10 out of 10 character. Orihime, another 10 out of 10 female character. Chad, like the fucking fedora guy, even though we don't know shit about him, he looks cool. The Ichigo's family, like all of them are really written well. And they're really good characters. And also, I gotta say, the writing in the show is really good because it's a different kind of writing. Like, he has a lot of like lofty metaphors and similes. I can't think of an example, but there's a lot of things where like he talks about things in like a more like, I don't know how to explain it, and I'm more like, I don't even know how to fucking explain that shit.
Broad terms, like generalistic situations.
I don't know if it's generalistic. It's more like lofty. It's like lofty. That's the word. Like it's just like aloof kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to explain that shit, but like the writing is not something I expected out of like a normal anime. Like characters have these kind of monologues that I'm like, this is kind of like a drama-ass monologue.
Yeah, like they kind of have like the slice of life style, like where they'll like stop for a second and then like talk about a feeling they have and elaborate on just that one feeling, and it's not really like pertaining to anything going on in the story, but it just pertains to that character.
Yeah, like the one I'm kind of thinking of is I think Orihime's brother has a monologue, and he used a lot of like aloof words to explain how he's dealing with watching his sister like not pray for him or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just thought the writing is like, it's different, I should say, and not in a really good way. I like how he phrases some of these things that people are thinking about, because a lot of manga and stuff don't really give monologues about people who are thinking. Like, for example, like One Piece, Oda never has any monologue for Luffy. If Luffy, there's never a point where Luffy's thinking about something and he doesn't say it. Ever. Luffy always, whatever he's thinking, he just says it out loud. Whereas, like, in this show, there a lot of thoughts are people dealing with things and they're just thinking about it, and you're just getting their mindset on, like, what's happening to them. And I'm just thinking about the scene with the brother. and he's like he's outside her window watching, and he's having this monologue, and he's using a lot of like weird words and shit like that, which I actually kind of like because it's a different kind of style of writing.
Like, cause like, or like when it's I forgot her name. It's or the woman whose brother,
Orihime, Orihime, yeah.
Yeah, she has a monologue. She goes, "Why is he acting like this? Is he okay?" And she's talking to herself in her head, and we get context to her on why she's feeling that way.
Yeah,
but she's not just like, "Hey, like Ichigo, why are you upset?" Like,
yeah, exactly. So I like that shit a lot. It just adds more context that people like just dealing with shit like privately, which I like. That's fucking real life. Like you wouldn't just say whatever the fuck you want all the time.
Yeah. It gives depth to the character.
Yeah, for sure. So I like that shit a lot. Characters are sick. Plot, like Dion said, is fucking dope. Like just seeing Ichigo get these powers and have to deal with fucking Soul Reapers and then all the other shit that's gonna happen, because obviously like these other hollows are gonna be going wild. So just seeing the plot is fucking tight. Getting to learn about more of the Soul Society is lit, because obviously the Soul Society is not all good. We know that for a fact because of that whole shit with the mod soul. That shit, that's not a good thing. So like they're kind of in a gray area, which I'm interested in learning more about that, because even Rukia doesn't even question anything at all. Whereas Ichigo's whole thing is he's questioning everything. He's like, why the fuck do I have to do this if I don't want to?
Yeah. That becomes a big thing, too. That becomes like a real big thing. Like
Ichigo's main thing is becoming a Shinigami when he saves the kid. He's like, I'm not doing this for them. Like, I'm doing this because I want to. I don't give a fuck about society. Like, I want to do this shit to save this kid, so I'm going to do it. So I'm interested in seeing, like, what the society's deal is, because they're obviously not all good. They do some shady shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in see what the fuck is up with that. And I want to see if Rukia's like breaks the mold of her being like just subservient without questioning what the fuck she's doing to society.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that shit. Music, I'll give it like a 6. But like I said, I need to watch more, because there's some good music for sure. Like when he's fighting the Hollow with the kid, it's a really good track in that scene. But for every good track, there's also one where I'm kind of like, does this really fit? Like, I'm not really a fan of it. So, like, it's also hit and miss. That's why I give it like a 6. Because there's definitely some good shit in there, but it's also hit or miss.
I'll give you that. All right. So, we're going to give it what? A 7?
Yeah, I give it a 7 right now. 7.5 right now. But, like I said, I need to see more.
Okay. So, overall, me and Sam collectively rate that show. We give it a 7.5.
Yeah, just the first 8, though. Just the first 8, not even the first whole thing. Just the first 8.
But I promise you, folks, it gets really good.
Yeah.
So it gets to I would have gave, like I said, knowing what I know now from watching the whole thing, I would have gave this like a 9.5, like instant, like snap.
Yeah.
Right off. But like, I get that it takes some time. So
yeah, for sure.
It's low now, but it really does get really good.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right. So that's it for the first 8. Big shout out to the boy Sam, though. He finally got his sub button.
Bro, I appreciate that shit, bro. Fucking the marathon continues. So we're finally at the starting line, but the marathon fucking continues.
Welcome to the club.
It's lit, bro.
So, like we said, always, our content will always be free. But if you'd like to give us a follow on our social media platforms, share your thoughts or ideas with us, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Dosyonkos. If you're looking for any business inquiries, please send us an email at dosyonkos@gmail.com. Show us some love. Anything.
We also have merch. We now. We also have merch. Yeah. We should say that shit, dude.
Jeez, I always forget. So yeah, we have merchandise. You can get a Dosyonkos t-shirt or tank top. Just go to I should just link the store. So I'll link the store in the description, but go to www.activegamerfitness.com/shop, or just go to my website, activegamerfitness.com, go to the shop, and boom, our merchandise is in the store.
Yes, sir.
So big time, big deals.
Yeah, big shout out to that shit. Hell yeah.
Jeez, now we're gonna have to like actually write a fucking script for that, right? Like we're gonna have to do like now we're like almost official enough, like where we're gonna have to have like a a script like, hey, follow us on this and please go to our merchandise store? Or are we just gonna always just fuck it up?
We're just gonna always just say it. I'm not with the script shit, bro. Every time I've written a script or notes for this show, I have never looked at it. I wrote a whole thing about Shinra, and I didn't even look at that shit. I just said it from the top of the head. So it is what it is.
Right. The Dosyonkos podcast, where there's no scripts.
Facts. Off the cuff, bro. Off the cuff every time.
16 off the cuff.
Facts.
All right, B. So that's it.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all listening. We'll see y'all next week.
Next time on the Dosyonkos podcast, we will be discussing the trailer for season 4 of Attack on Titan.